So this is a video on how to do a bump with short hair, because normally you see a lot of videos with people or girls with long hair doing cheer hair, but none with short. So this is a video for all the short haired people out there like me. So I hope you continue to watch this, and I hope this helps. So with short hair, obviously you're going to want to straighten it, because if you curl it, it's going to look funny. So don't ever curl it with short hair. But what you're going to want to do is I go about from like the end of my eyebrows, maybe even in a little bit smaller, depending on how big I want my bump. And you're just going to go back with your fingers. Doesn't really matter how far back you go, because that's where the teasing comes in. So you should have a circle in the back, a sort of kind of like circle look. Mine's probably a little messed up. Oh wait, there it goes. The second step is you want to pull back your hair to get it out of the way so it doesn't mix in with any others, and put it back in the front. This is where I bring in a bristle brush. If you don't have one, it's fine. You can either use one of these, even a regular brush will work. But I prefer these kind because it grabs your hair a lot better. And all you do, take it, go down, try to go as close to the root as you can. Spray it a little bit, not too much. And just go over it once more. And lay it back. It should be standing up if you teased it correctly. Because right now, this isn't the pretty stage. And keep going little by little, by like little bitty sections. The more sections you have, the better your bump's gonna be, and the better like hold you're gonna have. And sometimes I like to go ahead and brush them all together so it combines as one and not like simple like little sections. See, makes it just nice and smooth all together. Okay, the closer you get to your bangs, the less you want to start to tease, because you don't want the front of your bangs to be really like frizzy. I always see girls with really frizzy bangs like in the front, and I'm like, oh good lord. But get as close as you can, because yes, you do smooth it out. So what I do is I do tease it just a little bit, but not much. I get like a little bit down in the roots, but I don't go too far. I'm not going to spray it. Okay, with this next step, you have to be really careful that you don't brush out your tease. Otherwise, that whole thing was just a waste of time. But I kind of part it, make it come apart a little bit. Okay. I would use this time to use like a smaller brush so you don't take huge brushes and brush it all out. Just very slightly comb it all back. And kind of round it at the same time so you don't have a big square on top of your head. Okay, so you want to start rounding it, and this is where you can push it forward So you should have a really smooth bump at this point. Then you're just going to take your bobby pins. Be careful with this part. I'm scared I'm going to mess it up. Once you bobby, it starts to form your poof differently sometimes if you put it in the wrong spot. I try to put it as close as I can. Once you get 2 in, you should be able to look at it and see if you like the way it looks. Like this side right here is a little bit shorter. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put in another bobby pin just to make sure that it's safe. Okay. Next, you're going to get the end of this or anything like at a point, basically, and you're going to slightly put it in and pull up very gently. Don't get too rough with it. Okay, so now you have a perfect bump. And y'all, you have no idea how happy I am that this only took me 1 try. It literally takes me like 3 tries. Okay, so what you're gonna do next is after you have it the way you want it, this is how I want it. Maybe pull it up just a little bit more on the side. Right there. Okay. If you have short hair, you don't want to pull up too much because you pull it up, it looks like, you know how like bald guys, they have like patches of hair on the side? That's kind of what it looks like. I don't like the way that looks. I barely take, like, just barely on the sides and pull it up. I try to leave as much hair down as I possibly can. And if you already know how you put your bow in and everything, you can go ahead and just skip this part and go on with your day. But if you need help putting your bow in and you have short hair, be my guest to watch this. It gets kind of hard though because your baby hairs and like little bitty hairs start getting in the way, especially in the back. Okay, so you're going to take your ponytail, and you're going to tie it off, like basically right on top of your bobby pins. That also holds them in really good. But do you see all that? My hairs always want to just join in. The good thing about having short hair though with ponytails is they basically just, like, the back stands up so much easier and better than long-haired people because they have to tease it and everything. And all we gotta do is pull our ponytail tighter. So, okay, so as soon as you got to this point, now it's time to put in your bow. Mine happens to be, it started to deform. So, yeah, be careful when you tighten your ponytail because it'll start to change your bump. Put another bobby pin right here. Whatever. Okay. So now you're going to take your ponytail, put it right behind your bump. I like mine to stand straight up. Otherwise, if you don't put it in the correct way, it'll look like an airplane on top of your head, and no one likes that. So, it should end up right behind your bump, straight up and down. So you're done with your bump now, and I hoped this video helped y'all because there's really no other tutorial for short hair on how to do a bump, but it's basically the same thing, just how you put it up's different. So if y'all want me to do any more tutorials or anything, y'all just feel free to message me because I promise I will message you back. Thanks for watching.